It was minus 20 degrees Celsius this morning and my Volvo XC60 wouldn't start. I had to walk to work. After work, it was time to replace the battery and get my car running again in freezing weather. The work itself is actually quite easy. You just need a Phillips head screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, a 10mm socket with an extension, and some pliers if you have them. Of course, you'll also need a replacement battery. That's all it takes to get your Volvo XC60 up and running again. To get better access to the battery, I had to remove the air filter housing. It's simple, just disconnect the mass airflow sensor and loosen the connection clamp, then lift the housing out of the way. This gives plenty of room to reach the battery safely. The battery is surrounded by a protective plastic cover. There are 4 plastic clips, 1 in each corner. Open them gently to remove the cover without breaking anything. Once you have full access to the battery, start by removing the negative connector first. After the negative wires are disconnected, you can unhook the positive side connector. On the negative side, you'll also find a small connector that goes to the BMS, the battery management system. After I finished the work, I performed a BMS reset by turning the ignition on and unplugging this small connector for about 30 seconds, although I didn't film that part. Supposedly, based on what I found online, this should work. Well, it turned out that my new battery is slightly smaller than the one that was on the car. The old battery was 90A and 720A, while the new one is 85A and 800A. According to a catalog I checked at a parts store, both batteries should fit, even though there's a small difference in size. I got proof that the new battery would fit because there were 2 holes in the battery attachment clamp. To secure the battery, I had to relocate the bolt from one hole to the other. It was held in place with a washer on the other side, and now the battery sits securely. Before attaching the connectors, I used some sandpaper to clean them off. This ensures a good connection and prevents any corrosion issues down the line. The last step was to attach the acid overflow piping, but it was plugged. Lesson learned, next time I'll remove the plug while the battery's off. I actually lost the plug during the process. So after filming, I ended up using the old plug from the old battery to secure it on the other side.